There she blows. My finished strategy. My finished strategy would help if I could say it. So I got through that icky bit, and honestly, it was just a case of plugging away. It's proof that if you just keep going, you will get to this point that looks like you're trying to solve some kind of marketing murder. Now I've got to actually execute the marketing. This stuff is really, really hard. It's why I help other people do it, because even me, as someone that's been doing marketing for 18 years now, I still need accountability. And actually, the group series that I ran after Beyond the Bubble, which was called Strategy Sprint, where I took everyone through the structure of creating a strategy, helped keep me accountable as well. So that was great. Yeah, you need help doing this. Or you just accept it's going to take a bit longer. But as business owners who are doing everything by themselves, or most of it anyway, this stuff's hard. So finding support is really important. And that's a note to myself as well. So it's all finished. My plan, my kind of overall plan for the next last 6 months of the year, 2025 has always been about creating a strategy and then executing it in 2026, because like I said, things are changing. It's very exciting. The business is evolving. I'm going into a new chapter. Things are happening. It's all very fun, but it's also terrifying. So this next 2 quarters, the last 6 months, are all about putting all of my ducks in a row. Focusing on memberships being open in the next week, but then really focusing in on Beyond the Bubble and running that for the second time. I'm just so proud of it, so I can't wait to run it again at the end of the year. And then in Q4, whilst I'm doing that, ready to launch kind of Wild 3.0, I think we're at. The next evolution of Wild is coming in 2026. I'm very, very excited about that, / very scared, because we essentially have had the same structure of Wild since 2020 with lots of different changes, like small changes here, there and everywhere. But there's going to be some big shifts, so for the better, because the world has changed significantly over this past 5 years, as we know, and that will look like, although this is not completely confirmed yet, because this year, like I said, is getting all of these foundations in place so that I can determine what needs to happen next year. But it's likely to look more like more in-person events, bigger ones, and more, well, Beyond the Bubble running twice, maybe 3 times a year. Something that was like Strategy Sprint, but potentially in a different format. And I want to coach more, so more group coaching, more space for me to be working on the business, but also I really miss, all I want to do is hang out with everyone in the community. So I'm basically trying to find balance for myself in the business. I want the business to work for me, and for me to work on it and to guide it, but I don't want to feel reactive. That's what I bang on about that all the time to everyone else. This is me reminding myself and the business of our objectives, what Wild stands for, what it will become, what it always wanted to achieve, and how our comms are going to help us achieve that, and then what people need to know about us. So it's a lot of work. No wonder I'm feeling overwhelmed. I always forget about that, because then I've also got all the other work to do on top of it. How do we do it? How do we do it all? Don't get it twisted. I've got Meg and Paulina helping me. I'm not doing it all on my own, because you just can't. You can't grow a business and scale all by yourself. Well, I mean, I've done the good part of it, but even like that help comes from everywhere. But it's good to ask for help. You have to. If you want certain things from your business and from your life, you can't do it alone completely, because other people have got much better skills than us in certain areas that will help everything unlock and flow, and we'll get what we want from it if we allow other people to help us. So that's also coming into that. when people create a strategy or I create one for them, the biggest mistake I see people make is not using it. So that's why I come back to the big one every year, 6 months, and then I use this planning section, the marketing plan section, to make sure that I'm revisiting everything, reminding myself of, like I said, the objectives, but also making sure that I'm not missing those plans, because sometimes you can get swept along in the path of least resistance and forget that you're meant to be growing something when you've been distracted by a big shiny object. So anyway, yeah, so watch this space. I'm done. See you later. No, it's constant work, isn't it?